Broncos will get the basketball. Inbounding it for the Broncos is Heather Larson. Gets it in now to Karen Helleloyd. Half court to Lori Schmidt. Left side, putting it up off the glass is Grindle. No good, and we've got a foul on the rebound. Grindle put it high off the glass, no good, and then fouled a Rapids player on the rebound. So Julie Grindle will get her first personal foul here. Each team with 3 personal fouls. Grand Rapids with the basketball. This is Kate Schroeder. Top of the key. Right side, pass now to Christy Nielsen, just into the game for Grand Rapids. Underneath, putting it up is Engesser. Heidi Engesser scoring for Grand Rapids. Makes it 5-4. The Broncos leading it by 1. Also coming into the game now for Grand Rapids is Sue Canis. Sue Canis has replaced Tara Enberg, and as we mentioned, Christy Nielsen replaced Heather Roy. No good as Broncos guarding closely there. Putting it up for Grand Rapids was Karen Brady. The ball goes out of bounds, and the Broncos will get it back. Inbounding for International Falls is Heather Larson. Larson back and forth here to Karen Helleloyd. Helleloyd dribbling out of trouble here. Ball goes off from her hand. Back to Helleloyd now. Left side, here's a jump shot from about 18, no good by Heather Larson. Indians clear the boards. Here comes Kate Schroeder, right side. Inside to Engesser. Engesser, turnaround jump shot, no good. The Broncos come up with the rebound. And we've got a scramble on the floor here. Coming up with the initial rebound there was Lisa Kaler, lost control of the basketball. They ended up in the middle of about 3 players. Kara Enberg has now come back into the game, this time for Kate Schroeder. Let's take a look at the Rapids lineup. Up front, they have Heidi Engesser and Karen Brady. And now they have kind of a 3-guard situation, although Canis would be considered a forward here. Sue Canis at a forward spot, and at the guards, Christy Nielsen and Tara Enberg. Broncos with the basketball. This is Lisa Kaler. Inside now, and a jump shot from Heather Larson from about 12. Larson scores. Broncos lead at 7-4. Just over 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Jump shot here from Canis for Grand Rapids. No good. Broncos clear the boards again. On the rebound that time was Heather Larson. They throw it away, however. Grand Rapids comes back with it. Here's Christy Nielsen at the free throw line. She stopped. Bounce pass to Tara Enberg. Right side all by herself. Underneath is Brady, but she's fouled. Foul is going to be on Erin Fawcett of the Broncos. Another lineup change for Grand Rapids. The original starter, Heather Roy, back in, replacing Sue Canis. At the free throw line is Karen Brady, a 5'9" junior. No points in the game so far. Picked up her first point. Second free throw forthcoming from Karen Brady. This one's off the rim, no good. The Broncos clear the boards. On the rebound is Lisa Kaler. Across the half-court marker is Karen Helleloyd. Left side now to Heather Larson, to Helleloyd, to Andrea Millette. Millette takes a shot off the rim, no good. Rapids gets the rebound, but we've got a tie-up. Coming into the game now for Grand Rapids, number 55, Lori Carlson. Carlson, a 5'11" senior. Carlson had an injured ankle earlier in the year. As you can see, she's wearing a brace on her right ankle there. Heather Roy for Grand Rapids. Stopped at the free throw line, dropped it back to Christy Nielsen. Nielsen at the free throw line. Back to Roy. Roy puts it up from about 15. Scores! Heather Roy with the basket for Grand Rapids. 7-7. We're all tied up here. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go first quarter. And we've got a foul. Looks like the ref's got a bad ankle tonight, too. Kara Enberg picks up the foul for Grand Rapids. First personal on Enberg. to Heller Lloyd. Underneath, they tried to get it into number 40, Aaron Fawcett. The ball went out of bounds. Substitution for the Broncos, Rachel Dahl. Inbounding it for the Broncos is Fawcett. Far right side, we've got a jump shot that was partially blocked there. A good job of blocking it for Grand Rapids by Heidi Engelser. Here comes Roy. Heather Roy stops from about 10, puts it off the glass, no good. Nielsen there battling for the rebound. The rebound goes the other side, putting it up for the Indians and scoring is Engelser. Heidi Engelser, second basket of the game. The Indians lead it 9-7. Minute and a half to go, first quarter of play here from the senior high gym. The Broncos get it across on half court. With it is Andrea Millette. Right side now to Rachel Dahl. Free throw line, putting up the shot. Missing was Karen Helleloyd. Clearing the boards for the Indians was Lori Carlson. Carlson dishes it off now to Tara Enberg. Three-point shot from Grand Rapids from Roy. No good off the front of the rim. The Broncos clear the boards. Coming the other way with it is Andrea Millette. Ball goes off the Falls player and goes out of bounds. Off from the hands of Rachel Dahl. 1:03 to go, first quarter. Grand Rapids 9, International Falls 7. Heather Roy dribbling in the backcourt. Ball's not putting on any pressure in the backcourt. Gets it out to Enberg. Enberg dribbles into the lane. And we've got a foul called here. Foul will be on number 34, Andrea Millette. First personal foul on Millette. Indians inbound at Kate Schroeder. Schroeder at the baseline. Tries to get it inside. It goes off from the hand of Heidi Engelser. Here come the Broncos back the other way. This is Karen Helleloyd. Now to Andrea Millette. Right side for the Broncos is Rachel Dahl. Dahl's going to put it up, but it's blocked. Nice block there by Engelser. Ball went off from the Falls player and went back out of bounds, so Grand Rapids will get it back. 31 seconds to go, first quarter. Grand Rapids 9, International Falls 7. Heather Roy gets it inside now to Engelser. Engelser clears herself and scores. And we've got a foul on the play. Looks like the foul is going to be on Heather Larson. The free throw line for the Indians is Engelser. Engelser has 6 points in the game so far. Rapids with an 11-7 lead. Engelser scores on the free throw. The Broncos on the inbound. At half court is Millette to Helleloyd. Hard pressure here by Roy. Rapids steals the basketball. Here's Kate Schroeder. Schroeder heads the other way. She moves in for the layup. No good off the glass. The Broncos clear it. We're down to 5 seconds. They're going to have to get a shot off here, and we've got a foul. Foul will be on Kate Schroeder. First personal on Kate Schroeder. Broncos are going to get a three-point shot right at the buzzer, and they score. Just like in the B squad game. Then uncanny as Rachel Dahl scores right at the buzzer and makes it 12-10. Grand Rapids leading after one quarter. We'll be back at the senior high gym in 1 minute. Got a foul called on the Broncos. Looks like it's going to be on Andrea Millette. Second personal on Millette. At the free throw line for Grand Rapids will be Kate Schroeder. Rolls around, goes down for Grand Rapids. Collectively, as a team, the Indians have been shooting under 60% from the free throw line this season, but they've had a couple roll around and go down tonight. This one doesn't do so, however, and the Falls gets the rebound. With it is Lori Schmidt. Ball goes off from Schroeder's hands. Schmidt comes back with the basketball. Schmidt from one end to the other. Gets the basketball back after a pass here from Aaron Fawcett. Now with it for the Broncos is Heather Larson. To Lori Schmidt, out deep at the top of the key. Right side to Rachel Dahl. Now to Heather Larson. Ball goes off from Falls' player and goes out of bounds here. The Indians get it back. We've had a lot of turnovers in the basketball game. Heather Roy for Grand Rapids as we just started the second quarter, as Grand Rapids leads at 13-10. Schroeder inside, off from the glass by Lori Carlson, and Carlson scores. Nice setup there, as they had a pick set up, and Schroeder got the basketball inside to Carlson. Carlson scores. 15-10 Grand Rapids. And the Broncos carry the basketball. Back into the Rapids lineup will be number 31, Christy Nielsen. Nielsen replacing Tara Enberg. Kate Schroeder inbounds at the half-court mark for Grand Rapids. Goes a long pass in the corner to Heather Roy. Roy with the bounce pass. The Broncos steal it away. Carlson tries to get it back for Grand Rapids, forcing the jump ball situation. And on the alternating possession, Grand Rapids gets the ball back. Into the lineup now is Sue Canis. Sue Canis will replace number 15, Kate Schroeder. Couple substitutions for the Broncos. Number 42, Tracy Kopetsky. And number 52, Karen Helleloyd. Substitution for the Indians, Karen Brady will replace Lori Carlson. Right corner for Grand Rapids, this is Heidi Engesser to Heather Roy. Roy deep between the free throw circle and half court. Now to Nielsen. Nielsen inside to Brady. Brady has the ball knocked away from her by number 42, Tracy Chapetsky. And the Broncos come back the other way. Karen Helleloyd at the free throw line. And we've got a sprained ankle here, it looks like, for Grand Rapids. Either a sprained ankle or a sprained knee, as Christy Nielsen is down on the floor here for Grand Rapids. And we have an injury timeout with 6:10 to go, second quarter. Grand Rapids leading 15-10. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Has been helped off over to the bench here for Grand Rapids. We said she's been in and out of the lineup. She was injured a little bit earlier this year for Grand Rapids. Let's look at the Rapids lineup now. It'll be Kate Schroeder out there with Heather Roy at the guard spots. Up front will be Sue Canis at a forward. At center, Karen Brady. At the other forward is Heidi Engesser. Top of the key for the Broncos, Lori Smith. Deep left side to Tracy Chapetsky. Chapetsky in the corner, puts it up off the rim, no good. Rapids battling each other for the rebound. Two Rapids players had a hold of the basketball at the same time, and of course that's a traveling violation. The referee gives the ball to International Falls. With it for the Broncos is Karen Helleloyd. Deep left corner to Chapetsky. We've got a much too short three-pointer effort put up there by Karen Helleloyd. Rapids clears the boards. Here's Heather Roy. Roy puts it up from about 10. It rolls off the rim, no good. Clearing the boards for the Broncos is Lori Schmidt. Schmidt trying to get out of trouble. Here comes Kate Schroeder. Off the glass too hard. Schroeder with her own rebound. Scores. Kate Schroeder with her own rebound. A good job of hustling there as she picks up her 5th point of the game for Grand Rapids. Rapids 17. The Broncos of International Falls 10. And we have a foul in the backcourt. Schroeder picks up the foul in the backcourt. That's her second personal foul. Tara Enberg back into the Rapids lineup now, replacing Schroeder. With the ball for the Broncos is Lori Schmidt. Right side to Lisa Kaler. Kaler trying to get it inside. The ball's knocked away and stolen for Grand Rapids by Karen Brady. A lot to see here. It looks like we're going to have a foul. The foul is on Lisa Kaler. Kaler picks up her second personal foul. At the free throw line for Grand Rapids will be Karen Brady. Brady, a 5'9" junior, right-handed shooter, misses the free throw. You just joined us. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Grand Rapids 17, International Falls 10. Right underneath, putting it up and missing, was Aaron Fawcett for the Broncos. Broncos end up with the basketball back again. Tracy Chapetsky. Now in the corner to number 42, Chapetsky, back out to the top of the key to Karen Helleloyd. Helleloyd puts up a three-point effort. No good. Goes off the rim. On the rebound, Kaler puts it off. No good. Kaler again with the rebound. This time also goes off the glass. Finally clearing the area with the basketball was Heidi Engesser. Underneath to Karen Brady. Brady across on a pass. Putting up the rebound and scoring was Engesser. 9 points now for Heidi Engesser. Engesser gets the basketball back on the steal. Missed pass here by International Falls. Enberg to Roy. Heather Roy out to the top of the key. Dribbles the basketball around. Right side now to Canis. Big struggle underneath there. Battling for Grand Rapids was Heidi Engesser. In there for International Falls was Karen Hellerloyd. We've got a timeout on the floor as Grand Rapids leads at 19-10. We'll be back with more from the Grand Rapids Senior High Gym in 30 seconds.
We looked at a lot of tires for our family car.
Shooting back here at the Grand Rapids Senior High Gym. 3:51 to go in the first half. The Grand Rapids Indians are leading the International Falls Broncos by a score of 19-10. The Broncos will be inbounding under their own basket. Heather Larson gets it in to Lori Schmidt. Back to Larson. Back to Schmidt. Rapids putting the pressure on. Karen Hellerloyd underneath now for the Broncos. Passes it back, and missing the shot for Broncos was Hellerloyd. Enberg underneath to Kate Schroeder. A little bit too far underneath. Schroeder gets her own rebound and scores. Schroeder with good hustle. That's the second time tonight she's gotten her own rebound and put it back up and scored. Foul will be on Grand Rapids' Sue Canis. First personal on Sue Canis. Karen Hellerloyd will be at the free throw line for the Broncos. She's the leading scorer for the Broncos, but has yet to score tonight. First free throw rolls off, no good. Broncos get their own rebound. Put it back out. Hellerloyd misses. Shot goes high off from the glass. Clearing it for Grand Rapids is Engesser. Engesser to Kate Schroeder. Schroeder dribbling down left side. Inside now to Engesser. Turnaround jump shot from about 12, misses. But a foul on the play. Kaler picked up the foul. That's her third personal. Kate Schroeder and Karen Brady come out of the lineup for Grand Rapids. Lori Carlson in there now, along with Tara Enberg replacing those two. Free throw misses here by Heidi Engesser. Second shot is good. 10 points in the game now for Heidi Engesser. 22-10, Grand Rapids leading. 3 minutes to go in the first half. With it for the Broncos is Karen Hellerloyd. Left side to Rachel Dault. Bounce pass back to Hellerloyd. Now to Lori Schmidt. To Hellerloyd. To Larson. To Dault, excuse me. Now to Hellerloyd. Hellerloyd puts it up from three-point land. She misses. Rapids clears the board. Lori Carlson to Heather Roy. Heather Roy trying to get it inside to Engesser. The Broncos steal it. On the steal there was Heather Larson. All the way coast to coast and missing for the Broncos was Karen Hellerloyd. He's fouled on the play. Engesser picking up her first personal foul here for Grand Rapids. At the free throw line for the Broncos will be Karen Hellerloyd, yet to score in the game. Scores. Returning to the lineup now for Grand Rapids, the original starting lineup of Kate Schroeder and Karen Brady. Karen Hellerloyd at the free throw line for her second shot. And this one is good. Cuts the margin to 10 now, 22-12. Grand Rapids leading International Falls. Lori Carlson to Tara Enberg. Enberg dribbles into the right corner to Heather Roy. Roy out in three-point land, being bothered there by Lori Schmidt of the Broncos. Gets it off to Enberg. Enberg bounce pass inside to Lori Carlson. A little bit too hard off from the glass. And kind of far underneath there. Couldn't get the proper angle for the layup. Here's a three-point shot for International Falls. Missing that was Rachel Dahl. Kate Schroeder comes the other way with it. Schroeder underneath to the baseline to Enberg. Enberg off the glass, no good. Carlson on the rebound, just a little bit too hard, wouldn't go. Broncos clear the boards. Heather Roy diving in there trying to steal a basketball. Basketball's up in the air, now Enberg has it for Grand Rapids. Tara Enberg, and Enberg is fouled by Rachel Dahl. Good hustle there by both Heather Roy and Tara Enberg for Grand Rapids. As the Indians again will make some changes here. Lori Carlson comes out. Original starting lineup in there now for Grand Rapids. Tara Enberg is at the free throw line. Rolls around, no good. Ball is knocked out of bounds, and will go to International Falls. Sue Canis now will replace Tara Enberg. The Indians have Heather Roy, Sue Canis, Kate Schroeder, Karen Brady, and Heidi Engesser. Minute 28 to go as Rapids gets the basketball back on the turnover. 22-12 Grand Rapids. Kate Schroeder inbounds it for the Indians to Heather Roy. Roy dribbles left side, now turns around in the paint, puts it up from 10, no good. On the rebound for Grand Rapids, another turnaround jump shot, this time good by Engesser. 12 points in the game now for Engesser. Just over a minute to go in the first half. Bounce pass inside to Julie Grindle. Rapids gets the basketball back. Behind the back dribble here by Kate Schroeder. Underneath to Sue Canis. Canis at the baseline. Ball's knocked away. She gets it back. Now goes to Schroeder. Schroeder's going to put it up from about 15. Rolls off the rim. No good. On the rebound and scoring for Grand Rapids is Canis. And we've got a foul called in the backcourt. Wholesale substitutions here at the end of the first half. They didn't get the right number on the foul here. That's what they're discussing. The referee gave it as being a foul on 34, and there's not a 34. Okay, the foul is called on 15, Kate Schroeder. 34 will be at the free throw line. That's where he got a little messed up there. Scoring for the Broncos is Andrea Millett. Her first points in the basketball game. Millett, a 5'1" junior guard. Second free throw is no good. Roy with the basketball, a half minute to go in the first half here. Grand Rapids doubling International Falls, 26-13 here. Broncos tried to steal it away. They couldn't do so. It comes loose underneath. Scoring for the Indians is Heidi Engesser. .14 now for Engesser. Jump shot no good for the Broncos by Rachel Dahl. Rapids clears the boards. 5 seconds to go. Going to have a three-point effort here at the buzzer by Roy. It's no good. And Grand Rapids leads it at halftime, 28-13. So, with Grand Rapids leading at halftime by a score of 28-13, we'll be back to take a look at the halftime stats in 30 seconds. Sitting back here at the Grand Rapids Senior High Gym. And yes, that was a little more than 30 seconds, I know. We can't count too well up here. Grand Rapids leads at 28-13 at the half. Here's the scoring from the first half. First of all, for Grand Rapids, Kate Schroeder had a total of 7 points in the first half. 3 personal fouls on Schroeder. Tara Enberg did not score, picked up 1 personal foul. Heather Roy, 1 basket for 2 points for Grand Rapids. She had 2 personal fouls. Heidi Engesser had 14 in the first half for Grand Rapids. She had 1 personal foul. Sue Cannon had 1 basket for 2 points, 1 personal foul on Cannon. Karen Brady had 1 point for Grand Rapids. 4 international fouls in the first half. Lisa Kaler, 1 basket for 2 points. She had 3 personals. Rachel Dault, 2 points. She had 1 personal foul. Andrea Millette had 1 point from the free throw line. She had 2 personals. Erin Fawcett did not score, 1 personal foul. Heather Larson had 2. She had 1 personal foul. Karen Hellerloyd, 2 points. She had 1 personal foul. And Julie Grindle had 3 points for the Broncos. She had 1 personal foul in the first half. As you can see, we're being entertained at halftime here by the dance line from Grand Rapids High School and also the Grand Rapids High School pep band under the direction of Mark Sagan. The state ratings for high school basketball, the leader right now is Bloomington Jefferson. They're 13-1. Blaine is second. They're 13-2 in the state ratings in state girls AA basketball. Brainerd is number 3. Grand Rapids will be playing them coming up pretty quickly here as they had a schedule change, and Grand Rapids will be going down to Brainerd. On Monday, February 22nd, Grand Rapids will be traveling down to Brainerd. 4th is Cleveland-Durham Hall. They're 11-3. Tartan is number 5. They're 16-0. Duluth-Denfeld, the lone northern Minnesota team, other than Brainerd in our area that are in the ratings. Denfeld number 6. They're 15-1. Alexandria number 7. They're 11-3. Osseo number 8. They're 13-2. Elk River 13-3. They're number 9. Burnsville 12-3 is number 10. So from Section 7 AA, Duluth-Denfeld, the only occupant of a spot in the top 10 in the state girls AA, as we said, they're number 6. Denfeld is 15-1. They are a heavy favorite to come out of 7 AA representing this area. In the state Class A ratings, we'll just mention a couple schools that are from our area. Mesabi East is 16-1. Grand Rapids will be taking them on Tuesday night in a change of schedule. Mesabi East rated number 9 in the state. As we said, they're 16-1. We'll have that game on the air Tuesday night for you right here at 7:30. The only other team in state ratings in Class A, ESCO, rated number 14. They're 13-3 in single A basketball. Again, at halftime, Grand Rapids 28, International Falls 13. We'll be back with the second half of basketball action right after these messages.
We looked at a lot of tires for our family car. Decided on Dayton passenger tires for quality and performance. And for my pickup, I got Dayton light truck tires for their handling and control to get me where I'm going and back. And for when I'm on the move, I got Daytona Performance Rated. They look good. They make me look good.
And they're affordable.
And they're affordable, too.
See the complete line of Dayton tires now at Atchison Tire.
Well, Grand Rapids has come back onto the floor for the second half. International Falls should be out shortly. Boy, we saw a wild B squad game. If you joined us a little bit late tonight, A squad started a little late. In the B squad game, Grand Rapids led throughout the B squad. And then right at the buzzer, International Falls threw up a three-point shot by Rachel Johnson. Johnson tied the game with about a 22-footer with no time left on the clock. That tied it at 47. Then in the overtime, Grand Rapids also led into overtime. Broncos came back into overtime, and Mandy Christensen threw up a three-point shot with no time left on the clock in the overtime. It went in, and the Broncos won it by 54 to 51 in the B squad contest. So our A squad game started about 10 or 12 minutes later than normal anyway, about 20 or 18 minutes to 8 tonight before the A squad game got going. We mentioned Grand Rapids with a record of 6 wins and 8 losses coming in. International Falls with a record of 6 wins and 10 losses coming into the game. Grand Rapids playing a pretty good first half here, and the Indians lead it by 15 at 28 to 13. We should probably mention the cheerleaders for Grand Rapids. If you've been watching just momentarily there, Holly Dobson, Tina Johnson, Carrie Kyle, Jenny Lipsey, and Jody Loscheider. Their advisors are Bonnie Kyle and Carlin Berg for the Grand Rapids High School cheerleaders. Also, the ladies that you have seen on each end of the gym tonight are the Grand Rapids dance line. They've been entertaining you along with the Grand Rapids High School pep band under the direction of Mark Sager. And we're just about ready for the second half of basketball action here at the Grand Rapids Senior High Gym. Grand Rapids led it after the first quarter by a score of 12 to 10, and the Indians lead it at halftime 28 to 13 as we're just about ready to get going for the third quarter of play. Starting lineup for the Indians, we'll have Heather Roy, Tara Enberg, Scanis, Heidi Engesser, and we need one more starter here. Looks like Karen Brady for Grand Rapids. We'll get the Broncos as they get the basketball. Heather Roy with the basketball off the top of the key. Being bothered there by Lori Schmidt. Inside now to Engesser. Engesser off the glass. It rolls around, goes down. 16 now for Heidi Engesser. Rapids steals the ball at half court. Here's Heather Roy. Roy holds up, looks for somebody to pass it to. Moving back towards half court. Dribbles around left side, and she was out in the area between half court and the free throw line for longer than 5 seconds. And gets called for the 5-second violation. You have to move the basketball out there. Lori Schmidt for International Falls to Heather Larson. The other starters are Karen Helleloyd, and underneath for the Broncos, we'll have number 30, Lisa Kaler. And the other starter will be number 50, Heather Larson. Heather Roy with the basketball for Grand Rapids to the baseline, puts it off the rim, no good. Roy gets her own rebound, puts it up, and she's fouled. Foul will be on Lori Schmidt. First personal foul of the game on Lori Schmidt. At the free throw line for the Indians will be their leading scorer on the season, Heather Roy. Roy only has 2 points in the game tonight for Grand Rapids. She's a 5'6" senior. Been all conference the last couple of years for the Indians. Off the back of the rim, no good on the first free throw. Roy takes a look at the bucket, puts the second free throw up, and scores. Backcourt pressure for the Indians. The ball goes over the head of Karen Helleloyd. She gets it back now to Lori Schmidt. Schmidt right through the defense for Grand Rapids. Comes in, tries to get a pass off. Goes off the hands of teammate Lisa Kaler. Goes out of bounds, and Grand Rapids will get the basketball back. Tara Enberg at half court for Grand Rapids. Dribbles to the right side. Inside now, and we've got a traveling call here on Heidi Engesser. Big collision after the traveling violation. Everybody's okay. Backcourt for International Falls is Heather Larson. Right side to Karen Helleloyd. Pressure there for Grand Rapids. And we're going to have a jump ball situation on the alternating possession. It'll go back to International Falls. Inbounding it will be Heather Larson to Karen Helleloyd. Larson, right side to Helleloyd. Now to Lori Schmidt. Schmidt puts it up from about 18. It's no good. Clearing the boards for Grand Rapids is Brady. And we've got a foul called. Looks like Julie Guindo will pick up the foul. That's her second personal. Roy with the basketball. Pressure by the Broncos in the backcourt. Gets it up to Tara Enberg. Enberg into the paint. Off the glass, no good. On the rebound for Grand Rapids, missing was Engesser, and the Broncos clear the board. Heather Larson to Lori Schmidt. Schmidt dribbling in the backcourt over to Helleloyd. They get it over the half-court marker now to Heather Larson. To Karen Helleloyd. Helleloyd dribbling in the backcourt over to Larson. Larson thinking about the three-pointer, changing her mind. In the corner now again to Larson. This time she puts it up from 15, no good. Got a jump ball situation again. We'll have to see whose possession it is. It's Grand Rapids possession. Kate Schroeder comes back into the Rapids lineup, replacing Sue Canas. Heather Roy will inbound. Ball stolen away here by Lori Schmidt. Schmidt deep left side, three-point land. They get it inside now to Kaler. Off the rim, no good. On the rebound for Grand Rapids is Heidi Engesser. Now to Heather Roy. Roy at the free throw line, moves to the left, goes to the baseline, puts it up, no good. On the rebound for Grand Rapids is Engesser. A little bit too hard, it goes out of bounds, and International Falls will get the ball back. Broncos inbounder. At half court with it is Lori Schmidt. Schmidt looking for somebody to pass it to, gets it to Heather Larson. Back to Lori Schmidt. Left side for the Broncos. Now we've got a traveling violation here on Karen Helleloyd. Lots of turnovers in tonight's basketball game. Grand Rapids 31, International Falls 13. Just under 5 minutes to go, third quarter of play from the Grand Rapids Senior High gym. Heather Roy goes to the left side. Turns around, gets it inside to Engesser. Engesser back out of the paint to the right side. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Into the game for Grand Rapids now is Lindsay Strew. Into the game for International Falls is Rachel Dahl. Lindsay Strew, only 5'1", a sophomore for Grand Rapids, wearing number 13, but she's quite a hustler from the B squad. Gives it all she has. Inbounding it for Grand Rapids is Kate Schroeder. To Strew. Lindsay Strew, bounce pass to Kate Schroeder. Schroeder deep between half court and the top of the key. Left side to Roy. Roy dribbles in, scores on the layup. Roy now with 5. The Indians with a 20-point lead, 33-13. Broncos having some trouble with the pressure in the backcourt. Rachel Dalt gets it over. Now to number 52, Karen Helleloyd. That's the captain for the Broncos. Left side now to Schroeder. She moves it inside. Turnaround shot here by Guindo. First bucket of the second half for Julie Guindo, gives her 5. Behind the back dribble by Roy. Roy at the free throw line, puts it up. Off the glass, no good. Rapids steals the rebound away. Putting it up is Engesser. 18 points in the game now for Heidi Engesser. Foul called here on Lindsay Strew. That's the first foul of the game on Strew, who just came into the lineup. Lori Carlson now into the game. Carlson will replace Heidi Engesser. Inbounding it for the Broncos is Karen Hellerloyd. Lori Schmidt to Hellerloyd. Hellerloyd puts it up, no good from about 15. On the rebound, the shortest player on the floor. That's Lindsay Strew. Heather Roy across the timeline, looking for someone open underneath. Right side to Strew. Strew puts up a jump shot from about 12 and scores. Strew is quick. There's another quick player, Lori Schmidt for the Broncos. Gets it inside, putting it up and missing was Erin Fawcett. Rapids clears the board. Here comes Kate Schroeder. Bounce pass to Strew. Strew puts it up from about 12, no good. We got a battle on the rebound, and it'll be a jump ball situation. It's the ball's ball on the alternating possession. I'd like to say hello to one of our couch potatoes that watches all the games. Bud Cleveland, says he never misses one here, as long as he stays awake. Underneath for the Broncos, putting it up is Kaler, and scores for International Falls. 4 points for Kaler. Kate Schroeder for Grand Rapids. The Indians leading it by 20, 37-17. We've got a foul for pushing off underneath here. Foul is called on Lori Carlson. Two minutes, 15 seconds to go, third quarter. The Indians by 20, 37-17. Broncos get it across the timeline. Andrea Millette gets it underneath and throwing it up and missing there for the Broncos was number 40. That was Erin Fawcett. Broncos throw up another one here. We've got the ball underneath. Here's a shot by Kaler. That misses. And we've got a foul called on the rebound. Foul will be on Kaler. Fourth personal here on Kaler. Drew with the basketball for Grand Rapids. It's taken away from her by Lori Schmidt. Now Rapids gets it back. Kate Schroeder to Strew. Strew from 10. Scores. Second basket in the game for Lindsay Strew. Lori Schmidt drives down the other way. Gets it inside. And we've got a shot high over the bucket there for International Falls by Kaler. And we've got a collision on the rebound. We'll have to see who they're going to call a foul on here. Strew picks up her second personal as we've got wholesale substitutions for both teams here. With the ball for the Broncos is Millette. Corner now to Tracy Zapetsky. Putting it up and missing is Zapetsky. On the rebound for Grand Rapids is Engesser to Strew. Roy at the free throw line. Right side now to Engesser to Strew. To Heather Roy. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Heather Roy to Tara Enberg. Enberg drives the baseline and she's fouled. Foul is going to be on number 40, Erin Fawcett. The free throw line for the Indians will be Tara Enberg. Enberg yet to score in this basketball game. Well, at the end of the drought, Enberg with the free throw. Second free throw coming up to make that one also. The Rapids with a commanding 41-17 lead here as we're in the last 40 seconds of the third quarter. With the basketball for the Falls is Tracy Zapetsky. And we've got a foul underneath. This foul is going to go on Kristen Ogle. Ogle just into the ball game. Ogle, a 5'10" sophomore. Broncos inbound it. Now with the basketball is Andrea Millette. Right side to Tracy Shepesky. We've got a jump ball situation here, and Grand Rapids will get it back on the alternating possession. Tara Enberg, left-handed dribble down the baseline, and we've got a foul. Was pushing off underneath. Second foul in a row here on Kristen Ogle. Backcourt, Laurie Schmidt for International Falls to Andrea Millette. Bounce pass underneath. Putting up a short jumper there and missing for the Broncos was Aaron Fawcett. Broncos throw the basketball away. Okay, it looks like an off of a Rapids player there. Broncos get it back. Tracy Shepesky. They do throw it away now as the Rapids get control of the basketball. The Indians lead it after 3 quarters, 41-17. We'll be back in 1 minute at the Grand Rapids Senior High Gym. And Fawcett. They also got the inbound as the referee is smiling down there. He thought it was going to go in. If you're wondering why I mentioned Bud Cleveland's name, I couldn't help but thinking about him when I saw that one referee. He had the same hairdo there, giving the basketball there to number 34, Andrea Millette. Millette at the free throw line so far in the game tonight. She has 1 point. This one rolls off, no good. Rapids with a 41-19 lead. Just starting the fourth quarter of play. Second free throw rolls on. This one goes down. Rapids will get the basketball back here. On the inbound for the Rapids to Roy, back to Schroeder. Schroeder across the timeline. Bounce pass here gets to Engelster. Engelster at the baseline travels. Inbounding it for International Falls will be Tracy Shepesky. To Karen Helleloyd. Now to Andrea Millette. Millette, top of the key. Right side now to Helleloyd. Inside turnaround jump shot scoring is Heather Larson. And we've got a timeout here on the floor as Rapids leads at 41-22. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Well, we've got a timeout here with 7:08 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Rapids with a 19-point lead at 41-22. About ready to get going again. Remember, Tuesday night it'll be Grand Rapids girls action again here on cable channel 27. Grand Rapids and the Mesabi East Giants. Remember, they're 16-1. As we've got a tripping call here on Karen Helleloyd in the backcourt. Second personal on Helleloyd. At half court is Roy. Roy behind the back dribble. Right side or left side now to Kate Schroeder. Bounce pass inside to Lori Carlson. The ball goes off the rim, no good. Broncos clear the board. On that rebound for the Broncos was Rachel Dahl. With the basketball now is Karen Helleloyd. Right side to Rachel Dahl. Back to Karen Helleloyd, now to Andrea Millette. They try to get the ball inside, they do. And traveling with the basketball there was Aaron Fawcett. Fawcett kind of ran into a brick wall underneath and traveled with the basketball. 6.5 minutes to go. The Indians leading it by 19. Good pass there to Tara Enberg, but we've got a foul on the Broncos. Looks like it's going to be on Andrea Millette. Third personal here on Millette. Not a shooting foul. Nice pass as they inbounded it from Roy to Engesser, but we've got a foul on the play. Third personal on Fawcett. Engesser misses the first end of the free throw situation. 18 points in the game for Heidi Engesser. This one rolls around, goes down. Indians still putting on the press in the backcourt here. Got her trapped. Gets it off to Tracy Chapeski. Outside now to Karen Hellerloyd. To Millette, now deep right side to Rachel Dalt. This is Millette to Hellerloyd to Dalt. Dalt puts it up and misses. Rebound for Grand Rapids by Engesser, and she's fouled. Tracy Chapeski picking up the foul. Back into the lineup for Grand Rapids will be Lindsay Strew. Also number 43, Karen Brady. Going out of the lineup are Kate Schroeder and Kristen Ogle. At the free throw line for Grand Rapids is Heidi Engesser. Engesser scores. She'll get the second one. 20 points on the evening for Heidi Engesser. 21. Here's Millette for International Falls. Bounce pass underneath. Off from the hands of Aaron Fawcett. Goes out of bounds. Grand Rapids will get the basketball back. 5:47 to go. Rapids 44. International Falls 22. Brady to Roy. Roy up the court now to Tara Enberg. Enberg drives in, puts it up, no good. On the rebound for the Broncos is Aaron Fawcett. Here's a long pass down the other way to Rachel Dalt. Dalt moves in and scores. Heather Roy with the basketball for Grand Rapids. To Heidi Engesser. Engesser across the half-court marker. Gets it to Lindsay Strew. Now to Heather Roy. Roy's got to watch that 5-second violation there. Again, now gets it to Strew. To Enberg. And we've got a pushing off call here on Tracy Chapeski. Second personal on Chapeski. At the free throw line will be Tara Enberg. Enberg has 2 points in the game so far in the game. Those were also from the free throw line. This one rolls around, goes down. Enberg, a 5'6" sophomore, scores again from the free throw line. 46-24, Grand Rapids leads the Broncos. Backcourt, Millette to Karen Hellerloyd. Back and forth now. Millette trying to get it underneath. They do so, but the ball is knocked away, and we've got a foul called here on Roy. Roy attempted to knock the ball away from Rachel Dalt. Third personal on Heather Roy. At the free throw line is Rachel Dalt. Dalt has 4 points in the game so far. Now has 5. Sue Canis will replace Heather Roy. Second shot is missed here by Dalt, and we've got a foul on the rebound. Tara Enberg. This time it'll be Karen Hellerloyd at the free throw line. She has a couple points in the game so far. Misses this one. On the rebound for Grand Rapids is Karen Brady. Brady to Kate Schroeder. Kate Schroeder is going to drive to the free throw line, put up a jump shot. That's no good off the front of the rim. On the rebound is Engesser. Heidi Engesser puts it up. That's also no good. Engesser gets her own rebound. Back to Schroeder. Schroeder jump shot from 12. That's no good. Clearing the boards for the Broncos is number 32, Rachel Dalt. She gets it ahead here to Karen Hellerloyd. Right side, Tracy Chapesky. To Hellerloyd, now to Millette. Hellerloyd back to Chapesky. High off the rim, no good from about 15. We've got a foul on the rebound. Some more substitutions back in the game for the Broncos momentarily. This foul is going to be on Sue Canis. That'll be the second personal on Canis. Back into the game for International Falls, 54, Julie Grindle. Number 30, Lisa Taylor. Substitution for the Indians. Heather Roy comes back into the game. Also into the game now for Grand Rapids is Lori Carlson. Carlson will be at the center spot. She's a 5'11 senior. At the free throw line for the Broncos is Rachel Dalt. Dalt has 5 points in the game so far. Make it 6. Dalt, a 5'5 forward for the Broncos. She's a junior. Second shot's also good. Now in the game, number 20, Rachel Johnson for International Falls. We've got a traveling call here, and the Broncos are going to get the ball back. The Indians traveling in the backcourt. Millette inbounds it to Karen Hellerloyd. Just under 4 minutes to go. The Indians leading 46-27. Very short shot there by Andrea Millette. Deep in the corner for the Indians is Heather Roy. To Sue Canis. Right side to Enberg. Enberg drives to baseline, puts it up, and she's fouled. Foul will be on Julie Grindle. Third personal here on Grindle. Tara Enberg at the free throw line. She's scored 4 times in the game from the free throw line. This one's way short. Back in the game is Kristen Ogle for Grand Rapids. Ogle, a 5'10 sophomore. Strong rebounder. Tara Enberg, second free throw. This one's good. Gets your 5 points in the game. In the game for the Broncos, 44, Becky Lindgren. The basketball here is Andrea Millette. To Karen Hellerloyd, right side, Rachel Johnson. Johnson with the basketball, back to Hellerloyd. To Grindle, inside, turnaround jump shot here by Becky Lindgren. Does not go. We've got a battle for the rebound, turns into a jump ball situation. And Grand Rapids basketball on the alternating possession. Kristen Ogle back to Heather Roy. Roy on the dribble, goes to the right side, stops. Back now to Sue Canis. Canis from the free throw line, off the glass, no good. On the rebound, Lori Carlson, that's no good. Second rebound for Grand Rapids, Ogle, no good. Carlson, third rebound, and Carlson scores. Rapids dominating the boards. Lori Carlson with 4 points in the game now for Grand Rapids. Top of the key, Millette, three-point effort, short, goes out of bounds. Substitution for the Indians, Lindsay Strew and Kate Schroeder will replace Heather Roy and Tara Enberg in the backcourt. Just over 2.5 minutes to go. The Indians 49, the Broncos 27. Canis drives in, puts it up from about 12, rolls around, goes down. Second basket of the game for Sue Canis. 51-27, Grand Rapids leading. Here's a three-point effort, way short by Karen Heroloid. The ball may have gone off of a Rapids player, however, on its way out of bounds, and it looks like the Broncos are going to get it back. Amy Smythe in the backcourt now for the Broncos, just into the game. She puts up a shot here, and we've got a foul. That's number 14, Amy Smythe. Foul will be on Sue Canna. So Amy Smythe, a 5'7" junior guard at the free throw line. And she scores. Just came into the game, puts up a point on the board for the Broncos. Second free throw forthcoming. That one's also good. 51-29, just over 2 minutes to go here from the senior high gym. Rapids leading International Falls in girls basketball. In the lane to Canis. Turnaround jump shot from Canis from about 12 is good. 6 points for Sue Canis. Millette, free throw line. Drops it back to Smythe. Amy Smythe. Now to Millette. Millette out in three-point land. She's going to have to be careful. You can't have the ball out there for more than 5 seconds. Back and forth now to Rachel Johnson. Right on the three-point line, misses. On the rebound is Ogle. Ogle clearing it to Kate Schroeder. Schroeder quickly down into the right side. Inside now to Lori Carlson. Carlson tried to put it up. No good. The rebound, Ogle, no good. Carlson, the second rebound. This one has got a foul. Carlson will be going to the free throw line. Foul is on Rachel Johnson. Shot by Carlson, rolls around, goes down. We can get a shot of Carlson's ankle there. You'll see she's wearing an ankle brace on the right ankle. Also gets the second free throw. Lori Carlson was out of action earlier in the winter, but she's back now wearing an ankle brace. Just over a minute to go. The Broncos with the basketball. Top of the key. This one is shot high off from the glass. Missing was Rachel Johnson. One is underneath now to Julie Grindle. Got a double dribble here. Into the game now is Angie Bilbin for International Falls. Sue Canis with a turnaround jump shot off from the glass, no good. And we've got a jump ball situation. Wearing number 24 for the Broncos is Angie Bilbin. We have an injury out here on the court. On the floor for the Broncos is Rachel Johnson. It's like an ankle injury here. Coach Kevin Dowdy out here on the floor. Trying to determine the extent of the injury, whether they can just pick her up and bring her over to the bench. And that's what they're going to do. Rachel Johnson leaves the floor. That's too bad. Just 30 seconds left in the game, and she gets hurt. So the Broncos lineup will have Rachel Dault, Becky Lindgren, Julie Grindle, Amy Smythe, and Angie Bilbin. This is Bilbin with the basketball. Tries to get it inside. Carlson steals it for Grand Rapids. Gets it to Ogle, now to Kate Schroeder. Schroeder tried to bounce it inside. The Broncos steal it back. On the steal for International Falls is Rachel Dault. Dault at the free throw line. Right side Missing for the Broncos was number 44. That was Becky Lindgren. And that's the end of the basketball game as Grand Rapids wins it 55-29. We'll be back with the final scoring right after these messages.
We looked at a lot of tires for our family.
In tonight's basketball game, first of all for International Falls, Lori Schmidt did not score, picked up one personal foul. Amy Smythe, 2 points, no personals. Rachel Johnson did not score, had one personal foul. Lisa Kaler had 2 baskets for 4 points. She had 4 personal fouls. Rachel Dalt had 7 points for the Broncos, 1 personal foul. Andrea Millette, 2 points from the free throw line. She had 3 personals. Erin Fawcett had 1 basket for 2 points. She had 3 personal fouls. Tracy Chapeski did not score, picked up 2 personals. Becky Lindgren did not score, did not have any personal fouls. Heather Larson had 2 baskets for 4 points. She had 1 personal foul. Karen Hellerloyd had 2 free throws for 2 points and 2 personal fouls. And Julie Grindle, 5 points in the game. Grindle had 3 personal fouls. Also seeing action but not scoring was Angie Bilbin. Also no personal fouls on Bilbin. Final scoring tonight for Grand Rapids. Lindsay Strew, 2 baskets for 4 points. She had 2 personal fouls. Kate Schroeder had 7 points for Grand Rapids. She had 3 personal fouls. Tara Enberg had 5 points, all from the free throw line. She had 2 personal fouls. Heather Roy with 5 points for Grand Rapids. She had 3 personal fouls. The leading scorer on the floor tonight for Grand Rapids, Heidi Engesser, with 21 points. Of course, her brother Mark on Tuesday night set a Grand Rapids boys scoring record here with 45 points. And he also set a scoring record by having 11 three-point shots in that game on Tuesday night. His sister does a good job tonight. She gets 21. She had 1 personal foul. Sue Canis with 6 points for Grand Rapids tonight. She had 3 personal fouls on Canis. Karen Brady had 1 personal foul and 1 point for Grand Rapids. Kristen Ogle did not score, picked up 2 personal fouls. And Lori Carlson had 6 points coming off the bench for Grand Rapids tonight. She had 1 personal foul for the Indians. The quarter scores tonight, Grand Rapids led after 1, 12-10. At halftime, it was the Indians 28, the Broncos 13. At 3 quarters, it was 41-17, Grand Rapids. And the final score, Grand Rapids 55, International Falls 29. We had a wild B-squad game here tonight. The Indians lose that one 54-51 as the tying basket for International Falls by Rachel Johnson, 3-pointer at the buzzer, tied it, put it into overtime at 47-47. And then with no time left in the overtime, a 3-point effort right at the buzzer by Mandy Christensen gives the Broncos a 54-51 win in the B squad. And the Indians then come back and win the A squad 55-29 over International Falls. That'll put the Grand Rapids girls record now to 7 wins and 8 losses. The Indians 7-8. They are now 4-3 in the Iron Range Conference. That's good for 4th place in the conference. International Falls now drops to 1-5 in the Iron Range Conference, and the Broncos are 6-11 overall. They're in the 7th spot in the Iron Range Conference. Remember now, Grand Rapids has a schedule change, and we also have a schedule change. So on Tuesday night, it'll be Grand Rapids girls basketball right here on cable channel 27 on the Camtech Video Network. Grand Rapids will be taking on Mesabi East. The Giants are rated number 9 in the state, a record of 16-1. So it'll be Mesabi East against Grand Rapids here on Tuesday night from the Grand Rapids Senior High Gym. We'll be on the air about 7:25 with our basketball game. For Rick Moen and Lee Pham, this is Tom Sedin bidding you a good evening from the Grand Rapids Senior High Gym.